Hi guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 6, and today I'm going to be doing a baking video. So we are going to be doing a gingerbread house, but hope you enjoy the video.
Hi guys, so I'm actually recording this on my phone. I'm really sorry if it's bad audio quality, but yeah, so this is the Waitrose Christmas Gingerbread House Kit. It actually comes with a background, it says, and in the video I did try and copy the picture it said, but the things that you'll need that don't say on the packaging, you'll need 80 grams of butter, some flour, any type, self-raising or plain, just to sprinkle over to just roll it out, a rolling pin, some scales, a big mixing bowl, a bowl for the scales and to measure out the butter, and I think that's it. And in the box you get some icing, you get some like decorative sweets like the red, like a bit like Smarties, but they're really bad quality. I did try one. It also comes with 2 sachets of 60-gram, what they called, golden syrup. What else does it come with? I don't honestly remember. I filmed this over 2 days because you have to leave the gingerbread overnight. Well, not overnight, you have to leave it to harden. So we left it overnight and it still didn't harden, so it's a bit soft. But yeah, this is such a bad camera angle. I'm really sorry about the camera angles during this. It just kept falling over, like the camera wouldn't stand up. This is actually filmed on my phone, so the phone kept slipping down. But yeah, this is me measuring out the butter. Random bowl I found. The scales we use all the time. Don't know where they're from. Don't know what the brand's called. Big mixing bowl. Auntie's old one. This is the person who's actually helping me with this video. She wanted to do this with me. So we're both doing it together, but I blocked out all the sound just so we couldn't hear her voice because she didn't want to be in it. And I only wanted to hear my voice, just so it wasn't as loud, because actually practically the whole family was in the kitchen when I was filming this, so they all didn't want to be in the video. So I thought, why not just me voiceover? So that's what I'm doing. Now you're just going to add in your butter. This is the part where you actually need to read the instructions, unlike what we did and read them completely wrong. So from this point on, maybe just read the instructions carefully before you actually start, because we don't know what we were doing at this point. And you were meant to melt the butter with the golden syrup and wait until it's completely dry, then mix that, leave that to cool down for 15 to 20 minutes, and then add it in and roll it up into a soft dough. We didn't read that. We completely missed past it, and we didn't even read that. Well, we read the step, but we read it after we'd done it. Don't know why I've gone into a Scouse accent, sort of. But yes, I've been doing that quite a lot recently. I don't even know why. But yeah. So this is where the camera fell again. I'm sorry that I covered my hand over it previously. I was trying to get a good angle so you could see. But yes, that advent calendar you can see with the blue background and the dog with the Christmas hat, I think that is. My dog doesn't actually like the chocolate, so don't know what we're going to do with that. Might just throw it in the bin or just hide it in his food, probably, just so then it gets eaten. Because we can't eat it. It's special dog chocolate. But yeah, I'm actually just talking over what I'm actually doing, because this bit is where we went wrong. So we realised, like, that's the bit where she said, read it again, and I started reading it, and this is the part where I say, alternatively, add the butter into another mixing bowl, and I didn't say add it into a different mixing bowl, which got us both really confused. She's like, well, we're just going to have to get our hands in there. I was like, oh no, I hate getting my hands dirty, especially with golden syrup. That's the bit that I just did, that awkward pose. But yeah, I hate getting my hands dirty, especially when it's like butter. I have a phobia of touching butter and glue. I have no idea why. It just makes me cringe, makes me go Basically, I feel like I'm gonna I gag, but I don't. I'm not gonna be sick. I know I'm not gonna be sick. But yeah, I think I've been bitten on my chest. Really hurts. But yeah, this is where we're both getting our hands in. My auntie is going for it. She absolutely loves this type of stuff. She used to bake when she baked from when she was my age, so 11, and she baked until a couple of years ago where she moved to Ibiza for 6 weeks, I think, or a couple months. Months, not months, months. So yeah, and then she stopped, and she hadn't done it recently, so this was like quite a really exciting, and that makes me feel sick. That looks literally like dog diarrhea and dog sick on my hands. Oh, this disgusting, just disgusting. But yeah, we had to get our hands in there, and this is the bit that we did it wrong. So we're just going to leave the dough. What we did was leave the dough for 15 to 20 minutes, just so it could not be as cold. I guess I kind of just fiddled around with it like that, even when it was in dough, just because then it kind of like warms it up, sort of, even though it was quite warm anyway from how hot our hands were. That's what it looks like. And actually carry on kneading. So yeah, that was just us. That was really quick. Us just rolled it out. Now we're greasing the pans. My auntie's actually washing them, and we're just greasing the pans. This is the part where we start cutting out the shapes. So you can't actually see at the moment because I forgot the camera was actually recording. So there was 2 square shapes, I believe, and 2 triangle shapes and a door that you had to cut out. So it was pretty easy, and it came with a template on the box. If you didn't see that, maybe look inside the box. And it also gives you a picture. So take a picture on your phone, or like if you're watching this on your laptop or computer, take a picture on a device. That way you can see the picture, or search up Waitrose Christmas gingerbread house, and it will come up, and it'll be, you go on shopping, and it'll probably be the first one. But yeah, so I'm just showing you that, which was what we cut out. That was one of the squares, one of 2. And yeah, I kind of just had my auntie holding them in place. But yeah, this was quite fun for me because I got to use a sharp knife, and not like I was going to kill anyone, but the pillow keeps falling on me. I just sat on the bed talking to my phone. So it's like I'm on FaceTime audio or with someone, or on speaker with someone. It's really funny, but I do look like a right loon. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm just cutting out the door. The door was so hard to cut. I would probably get someone else to help you with that, because someone needs to hold it because it's kind of a curved shape. But yes. Sorry, that was really loud on the monitor. It went to red. I'm really sorry if that was really loud and you had this volume really high. Really sorry about that. So this is me gathering up the dough just so you can. And now I need to roll it back up, but I'm just going to knead it so it all comes back together so it doesn't like go all, like when you roll it out, it doesn't split in a way. Gather up all the, what's it called? Sprinkled out. I don't know what it's called. Flour, and then just roll it out. You need to make it 5mm, I think it was, thick, because you want it basically 1/2 centimetre thick. Don't want it too thin, don't want it too thick, because otherwise, like ours did kind of rise. So if you go quite thin, I would probably advise you to go a little bit thicker and do it again, because it will rise, but it will also kind of like expand, so it'll be bigger than the actual template than all the others. But yeah, I'm just using a nice sharp knife, having my auntie cut it, and where I'm right-handed, it was really awkward for me because I can do things with my left. I was obviously doing this with my right, but she was using her right hand and I was right-handed, so it was really hard. But yeah, and if I used my left, then it would have been even harder. We just used a spatula, or a fish flipping thing is what my tech teacher told me. In food tech is what it actually called. Spatula's like a flexible one. Didn't really care, to be honest. I was like, yeah, it's just a spatula, just go get a spatula. My friend knew what I meant. And then I said, go get the flexible foldy thingy when we needed that, which we never actually did. But yeah, just knead it back and then just carry on doing what you're doing until you actually have cut out the shapes that you actually need. So now we're just tidying up because we had finished cutting all our shapes as you saw, and I'm super tired just watching this footage. Like, there's so much footage. I didn't realise how much I actually filmed. But yeah, we're just tidying up, and my auntie did most of the work as I was just dawdling around, I guess. Dawdling. Who says dawdling anymore? Obviously me. But yeah, we just like cleaning up and sorting out, like putting all of the cut out shapes onto cookie sheets. You'll also need a cookie sheet. Should have said that at the beginning. You'll need a cookie sheet to cook them on. And then you also need to preheat your oven. I should have said this at the beginning as well. Preheat your oven now, like literally now if you're making this, to 180, I think it is, gas mark 4. But yeah, we're just cleaning up. When I was cleaning up, it was really, like, when I was helping doing the flower, I actually did off camera, but yeah, it was really hard. Now we're just putting in the, cookie sheets, the gingerbread in. There was 5 trays that we used, and yeah. It's the next day now, and this is the day that I'm editing on. So this is day 6, and I'm editing on the 7th, and rest of it on the 7th. So sorry that this is a little bit late. But what I'm doing now is just getting out all of the shapes and just looking and see if they're hard enough. The 2 squares weren't that hard. They didn't really harden. I don't think we cooked them for quite long enough. But I am still in the same place as I was. I didn't actually leave it here overnight because my brother had toast that morning and it wouldn't work. That is my nan in the background. But yeah. I'm actually just searching up a picture of what it looks like just so we get an idea, because we actually threw away the what's it called, where we cut it up, because it is cut on the front of the box. You cut it out and it's on the front of the box. We can actually see the picture, so we got it up on the internet and we found the exact one, so we just zoomed into it and then just put that up. But it was easier to see, and I think it would have been a bit easier if we had the box. Now you're just going to need a, what's that called? Not a pan, a saucepan and a bowl, a heatproof bowl or something like that. And you're going to put some water into the saucepan, and you're just going to let that come to a boil, which it didn't come to a boil, but it did when we ended up putting on the glass bowl. So you're going to put that onto high heat with water in it, let that come to an almost boil, pour in the chocolate buttons that it comes with and put that on the heat and let that melt. This is the point where it actually started to melt, because it wasn't actually melting. So it started to melt after quite a while, and it finally started melting, which I was so happy about. I was like, yes, it's finally melting, because it took us forever. I put this in a time lapse, but in real life it took forever. And we tried to work quite quick, so we're just putting on the melted chocolate and assembling the actual gingerbread house. So what you're going to do is put the 2 triangles on like the front and back, if you want to call it, or front and front, whatever, front and back, one in front of the other, and then you're going to get the 2 squares, lean them diagonally, as you can see what we're doing, and then just like assemble them. It was quite hard because the 2 squares didn't really harden as much as the triangles, so they're still quite soft, and like if I pushed them really hard they would probably break, and the other ones didn't. But they were all different textures, which we found really funny because we didn't quite need the first square enough. So we kind of just left that how it was because we didn't realise what consistency it was meant to be. But also, if you want to do a gingerbread house, I would recommend to do quite a lot of cinnamon and quite a lot of ginger, a bit more than it says, unless it already smells really gingerbready, because ours didn't smell as like gingerbread. It didn't smell. It just kind of smelled of really mild, faint gingerbread, where you couldn't, only if you smelt it up close and like really hard, like you would smell it practically. So yeah, then we just left that for a few minutes. I'm just eating the chocolate off my hands. Left that for a few minutes just to set. I cut off a bit too much on the tip. And was like, what do I do? She's like, is that too much? And then she came over and said, that's too thick. And I'm like, what do I do now? And she's like, I don't know. Sellotape? And I'm like, no, you can't just make it weird because it'll go through. And I was like, oh, I just have to put up with it. So I put up with it, and she was just like, just try it out. And I was like, I tried it out. She's like, oh, it's perfect. And I'm like, I know, I did the right. But yeah, now I'm just trying to make a snow design. You can't really see. And she was like, oh, it's too thick. And I'm just like, no. But we managed, we coped, we just used our fingers to sort it out. But I did find a new technique. So yeah, you can decorate it however you want. This is my technique. I kind of just did like what you do on a cake. My dog has just come up to say hello, haven't you, puppy? You want some cuddles? But yeah, I'm just decorating, and oh, I wish you could see my dog right now. He's absolutely adorable. But yeah, I just made a new technique, and I just kind of decorated it how I thought. I did kind of look at the picture now and again just to reference, like to give me some ideas, because I was struggling on how to like carry on decorating it. But yeah, so I'm trying to push down. It didn't really work because the icing is thicker than normal icing. It's like royal icing with a little bit of butter. So it's like a bit like royal icing. So you make normal royal icing with the icing powder and the water, and they've added like a few grams of butter just to make it a bit thicker. And I thought that was really silly. Yes, it holds together and it keeps its shape, but I feel like if it was a bit thinner, it would have run a bit more to make it look a bit more like snow. But yeah, we're just decorating it now. So this is the actual product, the finished one, and I'm really, really happy with this. I didn't end up outshowing the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment, like and subscribe, and click the notification bell if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon. Bye!